What's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2023 Donruss Baseball Quarter Hobby Case Break number 11. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. A bit about us. We've been around for over 5 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break, and we are very generous with the top loading. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks when we do them. Whenever your kid pulls a rare card. I like that picture, Chris. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. When we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. You want a chance to get into a future free break, all you have to do is hit the old subscribe button. Your name will go on the random. Also, check out our website, chefsportscards.com. With the impending eBay shutdown in August, it's going to be our base of operations. So we got some breaks up there now. Pick your team and random style. We'll be posting more this week. Head on over there. We're also going to be doing a free break for everybody who has an account on the website. So it's free to open an account. Go over and put your info in, put your email in, and your email will be in the random for the free break. We're going to do that in the first week of August. I'm still working out the details. So anyway, all right, on to bigger and better things. Let's go over the teams. D-backs, Jason H. Braves, Barry H. Orioles, Adam S. Red Sox, Brian Z. Cubs, Joseph L. White Sox, Brian E. Reds, Samuel B. Guardians and Rockies, Michael F. Tigers, Nicholas G. Royals, Chris P. Astros, Trevor B. Angels, Terry B. Dodgers, Troy D. Brewers, Joseph L. Twins, Ryan B. Marlins, Brandon C. Mets, Bruce F. Yankees, Stanton F. and F. A's, Ralph H. Phillies, Christopher P. Pirates, Jason H. Cardinals, Christopher M. Padres, Robert H. Giants, Sean L. Mariners, Daniel B. Rays, Kerry N. Rangers, Chris P. Blue Jays, Kevin T. And Nationals, Steve S. All right, let's open some cards. There's still some teams that need payments, guys. If you could get them in, I'd appreciate it. I'm not going to hold up the break. Just, when you get a chance, please. I'd appreciate it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Need some Tampa. All right. Thanks for joining us, Chris. Let's see what Tampa's got this evening. Tim Raines. You see this? I noticed this in the last. There's like these crazy print lines on some of these blues. It's like the oxy powder stuff. I think you might be able to clean it up, but like it comes off. But just FYI, if you get your cards, I mean, give them a rub. Ken Griffey 2/333. It's weird, like you see here, like you can see the powder. If you give it a good rub, it comes off. But I hadn't seen it in the first couple cases we did. Just this one, it's been particularly bad. Colson Montgomery blue. Moises Alou to 2023. Like somebody went a little heavy on the oxy powder. This pack does not want to open. Tideman blue. What do we got here? Drew Jones to 2023. I thought it was going to be auto. Romo and Hassel. Eddie Matthews blue. Lou Brock to 999. Andrew Jones to 2023. Frank Thomas to 75. Francisco Alvarez blue. Bill Mazeroski, Independence. Bob Feller, blue. And Colson Montgomery for the White Sox, to 99. 6 of 99 for Brian. Kid's good. Orlando Cepeda, blue. I wonder where everybody went. Everybody must be at the website right now, checking it out. Larry Walker to 25. Is that right? 7 of 25 dominators for the the Rockies for Michael. Jackson Churio to 2023. Chief blue. We got Tribute up next after this, and then Finest behind that. And we'll be here tomorrow night, too. Our weekly Big League break will be tomorrow night, as always, this Sunday. We did one last week, I think, on Saturday, but it'll be Sunday again this week. Maglio Ordonez to 302. Pete Crow Armstrong, blue. What else do we have tomorrow night? Series 2 and Heritage. Tomorrow night, Heritage also. We got Prism coming out next week. So we'll have another new release, which will be awesome. For Arizona, Randy Johnson, short print. Nolan Ryan to 2023. I'm always happy when we have new releases. John, what's up, buddy? I'm missing you this weekend, man. Pete Rose to 2023. Dennis Eckersley, blue. Oscar Colas to 249. Unleashed. Robin Yount, Independence. Carson Williams, blue. Sal Frelick to 331, rated prospect for Milwaukee. Chipper Jones, blue. Yeah, I didn't get to see much of that game. I was watching the one today or tonight, but I forgot to put the end of it on while I was doing this break. Espino. I was watching the A's a little bit earlier. I don't know. I wonder if it's Chris is here. I wonder what happened at that game, Twins A's game. Mike Piazza. I'm becoming an A's fan. It's gonna be my new team. I'm gonna root them to 50 wins this year. Come on, baby, you can make it to 50. Grind it out. And numbered 1 of 15, Connor Norby for Baltimore. 1 of 15 for Adam. Phillies looking like they're going to sweep the Padres today, but Robert and I were talking about in the last break. There have been so many injuries in the second game. It's like pathetic. They can't even make it through a doubleheader. Like, I mean, it has been like the second game was like a comedy of errors. They were bumping into each other, pulling hammies, doing all kinds of stuff. I was like, man, they can't even play a doubleheader. What's up with these guys? They're supposed to be professional athletes. Chipper Jones to 349. Alex Ramirez to 2023. Viscal blue. They did lose. Yeah, it was what 9-3 or 9-4 last I saw. I know there was only like an inning left, but I forgot to put it back on my phone when we started this break. Here's one of the boys for the A's there, Tyler Soderstrom. He came up yesterday, presidential to 46. Him and Geloff. Geloff's awesome. It's my new favorite player. That stadium's even weird. I watched their game last night, the A's game last night, because they both debuted yesterday, Geloff and Soderstrom. And I can honestly say I don't know the last time I ever saw an A's baseball game. It might have been 25 years ago, but the way their stadium, like that stadium is so big, the field, and Geloff hit one, but hit it above the wall, but they didn't call it a home run. Like, it was so, just everything is weird about that place. The team's weird, the stadium's weird, everything. Tim Raines in 2023. It'll be much better in Vegas. Molitor blue. Yeah, the Phillies have the Padres number these days. George Brett to 349. Oh, stupid dog. 2023. Tom Seaver blue. It's so sad though. Between yesterday and today, watching the A's, their announcers just cling to anything. Harmon Killebrew to 376, like, because the team's so bad, like any bright spot is something they got to cling to. And today, Nick Allen got an RBI in the game, and that was 2 days in a row he got an RBI for his like 6th and 7th of the year. He's their starting shortstop. They're halfway through the season. He only had like 5 RBIs in the first half of the season. And they're like, oh, he's coming along. It's like, dude, I could probably get 5 RBIs in a half a season if you put me out there. You used to go a lot? Yeah. Brewers have not allowed a run for 25 innings to the Reds. Really? The Reds have been so hot. Jordan Jeffrey Joseph Lawler. What a great name. For Arizona. Jason H, my man. Jason H is another guy who's a regular, but we don't ever hear from him. He doesn't talk. He buys into a lot of breaks. Dominguez 2023. Blue Brock blue. Mick Abel Unleashed to 149 for the Phils. For Call, Independence. Savage, what's up, buddy? Juan Marichal Blue. Vlad Sr. for LA to 449. Winfield Blue. Wade Anthony Boggs to 2023. Yoshida Blue. Don Sutton to 2023. Jason Dominguez Blue. Eddie Murray for Baltimore to 349. And Jason Dominguez to 2023. Ichiro Blue. Ugh, my dog's driving me crazy. Know what they're barking at. Hey, dummy card. Sean Green for Toronto to 75. Tyler Black, Blue. Yeah, well, we'll see who can even play in tomorrow's game because everybody got hurt that game. Yes, I'm a professional athlete, but I can't hold up for 2 games. Gavin Williams, Independence. Like, I don't ever remember seeing a game like that where so many people got injured and tweaked and run into each other, and it was like out of hand there for a while. Teamer Johnson rated prospect auto for Pittsburgh. Very nice. For Jason. Yeah, they might have to they're going to have to bring up guys to play tomorrow or something. Zach Veen. Maybe they should go back to the 7-inning thing. Didn't they do that during COVID? They played a doubleheader. They went 7 innings in the doubleheader. Had to play high school rules. Isn't that what they did? They did 7-inning doubleheaders or something like that, if I remember right. Marcelo Mayer to 999. Kirby Puckett to 2023. Zach Neto Blue. Yeah. I'm glad he hit it. He got one out today. The way they've been bashing him on the radio and stuff. Moises Alou to 284. Like I was talking about this yesterday. I mean, I realize that sports talk guys need something to talk about every day. They need to fill airwaves, and for that reason, they sometimes, come up with crazy topics. And they'll talk about stuff they don't necessarily believe in. But I don't know. The other day, they're talking about we should trade uh, Trey Turner for Juan Soto and blah blah blah. It's like so ridiculous. Tom Seaver pennant, Jace Jung to 2023. Beltray. Like, I realized we were in the World Series last year, so everybody's got a taste for going back to the World Series, but it's like they're playing really well. They have been. They played horrible the first 2 months of the season, but they have been playing very well the last, 6 weeks or whatever. Like, just leave it alone. Let them play. They're complaining about Harper not hitting home runs. The guy's 8 months off of TJ surgery, 2023, and most guys, that takes a year to recover from, and the guy's still hitting 300. Like, okay, I get it that his power hasn't been there, but and maybe you got to give him time to actually recover from this injury that he had. It was an official no hitter because it was a 7 inning game. Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I don't get. I mean, I get that he's a power hitter, but I mean, give him a chance to get better. Andy Page is to 99. I mean, it's great that he's just back playing. The guy's hitting 300. I'll take that all day, even if he doesn't have his power, you know? Um, and Schwarber, oh, Schwarber just drives me crazy. I know he's huge in the clubhouse and his homers are awesome, but the dude's hit 186. Like, I'm sorry, you can't justify 186 to me. And I know batting average is not necessarily the big number. But you can justify 230 to me, no problem. But 186 is really low. Vladdy to 290. They were talking about it on the radio the other day, and the guy's like, "Oh no, I'm fine with him hitting 180, whatever." I'm like, "You have to be kidding me!" Like, I mean, I know his on base percentage is better than that, but still, come on. There's a reason why like Joey Gallo's still around because yeah, he hits 110 or 210 or 220. Cam Collier Liberty, but he walks and gets on base and at least has a decent on base percentage. 2023. Omar Vizquel, Larry Walker Blue. It was nice seeing Johan Rojas play today, man. He had a nice catch. He had first hit. I always love seeing the guys come up, the new guys. That first ever hit and all that stuff. It's amazing how aware they are of that stuff too. All the players on the field. AJ Smith shower. This is the one card we pulled the other day. It's like the photon. Is this like the only one this guy's got? I think it's like a photon short print. It's not numbered, but Braves is Barry. AJ Smith Shawver. George Brett. Like when he hit that ball, like the guys on San Diego knew, like, oh, that's his first hit. Make sure he gets the ball. I think that's cool. Yeah, no, he had a good day. Who would I rather hit, Goldschmidt or Polar Bear? I'd like to say I watch either of them enough to really have the right opinion on that. Francisco Alvarez marvels to 349. I don't know. It's kind of hard to. Grant McCray 2023. I mean, I don't get to see either one of them enough to have a really good opinion. I feel like Goldschmidt is the better all around player, so, and I'm usually more of a go for talent than anything else. So I guess I'd probably say Goldschmidt, but look, don't get me wrong. There's something to be said for someone like Schwarber who hits monster home runs. There's another Vladdy to 329 and is a huge impact in the clubhouse. I'm not saying that. I just want the guy to get his batting average up 50 points, to get it to a respectable level, like, because Because I'm sorry, when I listen to guys on the radio battle over him, how important he is at that, and he's our leadoff hitter to boot, you know. George Brett. I don't know. I'd like to see him get on base a little bit more. Yeah, I would think Goldie too. I just think he's kind of the better all-around player. I mean, obviously, Alonso certainly hit you home runs and can hit, you know. Not that he's a bad player or anything like that. I just think he'd be. You also have to take the age, I suppose. I mean, if you're talking about today, I suppose Pete Alonso has to be. I don't know. How old is Pete Alonso? I don't even know. I mean, I would assume he's markedly younger than Goldie is. Come on. Griffey locked and loaded to 99. Bernie Williams, 2023. Kyle Harrison, blue. Yeah. Goldie's got to be older, though, right? How old is he's got to be in his 30s, right? Jacob Berry to 75 for the Marlins. Well, you know what? Actually, Savage, you're the perfect person. I know you have the answer to this. What was all this talk with Soto this past week here? They were saying something about him being on the Phillies plane or something. I only caught part of it on Sports Talk, and they were all saying, "Oh, we need to trade for Soto and get him here." What do you know what that was all about? Because I kind of came into the middle of that conversation, and then they were getting into the whole, "Oh, we should get rid of Trey Turner," like, you know, 4 months after we signed him to an 11-year deal. I'm sure that'll make everyone want to come and play for the Phillies for sure. Johnny Bench, 2023. Frank Viola, blue. After to fly to Philadelphia. Oh, so he came back with the coaches on the plane for this series. Is that what it was? Mariano Rivera for the Yanks. Okay. And I just heard them say about him being on the Phillies plane, and then they were talking about getting him, and I was like, I don't even know what the hell they're talking about, but I didn't even look into it. So after the All-Star break, he came back with them. I got you. That makes sense. Cam Collier, blue. Or from the All-Star game or whatever. Gotcha. Well, now, of course, it's, Soto's coming to Philly. You know, everybody turns that into, which who knows? I mean, maybe will. If San Diego's serious about going after Ohtani, Biggio to 149, they got to get rid of some of those guys out there. I mean, my thought with Tatis would be the first one going, I would think, but I don't know what. I don't really know their contracts. So I know Tatis has that like super long-term contract or whatever, but Soto, I think, only has another year and a half on his contract or something. But I think if they need money for Ohtani, they'd have to deal somebody out there. There's no way they can keep all them with Machado and. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I didn't, like I said, I kind of came halfway into the conversation and was like, what in the world are they talking about? That makes sense. Oh, my dog. What the hell she's barking at? All right, box number 3. What's our time here? Palmera to 2023. Willie Stargell, blue. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Napa Joy to 149. Let's go to 2023. Alan Trammell, blue. Kevin Parada to 46. Valera blue. Be an interesting trade. But see, that's the problem too. If they got rid of him right now, he's basically a long-term rental for whoever takes him. So would they really be willing? I mean, I know that's just, some names you're throwing out there, but would anybody really be willing to give up, someone of substance unless they could guarantee they could get him to sign a contract extension? Because I think he's only good till next year. Marcelo or Boston. Jim Thome to 2023. Whitey Ford blue. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I mean, Soto has not been anywhere near as good with the Padres as he was with Washington. I mean, he's still a great player, don't get me wrong, and he's young. That's the other big thing about the Soto thing. He's only 24 or something like that. So I mean, that obviously plays in heavy too, but he hasn't been the same since he went to the Padres. Now that might be the surroundings, who knows. Juan Marichal to 349 Cooperstown. Like I said, like anyone, when they move, it always takes time to get. And I don't know, maybe Machado and Tatis and those guys being there are, throwing him off a little bit or whatever. But I don't quite think. But I don't know. The guys on the radio the other day seem to think he's going to get He's going to get the first $500 million contract when his deal's up. So who knows? Again, they might just be talking to talk. Grayson Rodriguez to 419. Buster Posey blue. But I don't know. Maybe you guys disagree, but I just don't think he's been as good. I mean, he's still a good player, but Henry Davis. Maybe he's got the, Chris Bryant. He won that World Series and it's all downhill from there. Poor Chris Bryant. Guy, it brought so much happiness to Chicago, broke the curse, the whole 9 yards. He was the hero of baseball, and then he just forgot how to play. 74 of 99, Carson Williams auto for Tampa Bay. For Carey, Ryan Sandberg blue. Oh yeah, he's going to test the market all right, and again, that's a big problem in my book for the Padres. If they want to move money and try and go for Ohtani, then it makes him hard to move, because unless he's willing to sign that contract extension to wherever he goes, nobody's going to give up much for him. I mean, now you certainly could move his money off the books if somebody's willing to pay for it, but I don't think people want him as a rental. Robin Yount Marvels to 149. But I don't know. The people out there have done crazier things, so I suppose if somebody's in the thick of going for a World Series, or maybe it's worth doing. Who knows? You like Soto, Buxton, Correa in that line? Oh, believe me, I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers. That's for sure. I'd be happy to take him on the Phillies too, but I just don't know if long term Daniel Espinosa to 75, if how that works out for the Phillies or for most teams. I think he's going to stay in San Diego, ride out his deal, because he wants that. He wants that free agency. He wants to go for the big bucks. Because believe me, he ain't going to be giving any hometown discounts. I can tell you that. Cartaya blue. Maybe. Yeah, hey, you never know. I don't know. The whole Otani thing's really interesting. I'm really interested to see where he lands or where he's going to go. For Colorado, Zach Veen auto. I'd love for him to come to the East Coast just to see him, be able to see him play more and stuff. But again, that's for Michael. I mean, he lives in Japan. Yeah, obviously he has a house here and stuff, but I mean, he goes to Japan a lot. So even coming to the East Coast, I suppose that, same reason why Ichiro wanted to stay in for Seattle for so many years, because he could fly home easy enough. But I suppose it's all about money. Whoever gives him the right amount of money, that's where he'll go. Piazza to 349. And certainly the two New York squads have all the dough in the world to pay. Susac to 2023. I honestly think the Mets have more money than the Yankees do these days. Yeah, instead of 405 instead of 410. I think he cares about being the highest paid player. And I don't know if that's reasonable, but I think that's what he's interested in. What is this? Mason Blaze win to 50. That's weird. Why is the back? The back's like super light on that one. Huh. Thought it was going to be something special. Parada blue. Yeah, this whole trade deadline is going to be interesting. I mean, I always find it to be fun because all the last minute stuff and whatever. But I mean, if people are really going to jockey for position, ultra short print hitman Craig Biggio for Houston. You're going to have a lot of some teams jockeying for position money wise to be able to go after Otani or, whatever. It'll be interesting. Maybe they are. There's obviously a connection with Asian players to Seattle that seems to be better than most teams. I mean, Yankees have always had connections and stuff too, but Seattle certainly not just the organization, but the people in the area and so on and so forth. A lot of support. Jim Palmer to 2023, so it certainly wouldn't be out of the question. That's important. And I'm sure if Ichiro makes a call, he carries plenty of weight of his own. Did anybody think, now, Robin Yount to 349? Now, I'm not saying this as being a bad thing, but, and maybe I didn't watch enough of the All-Star festivities. They were pushing Griffey, obviously one of the best players ever played the game, played in Seattle many years. But I didn't feel like they pushed much about Ichiro, another one of the best players ever to play the game. I get it was in Seattle and they were doing the whole Seattle thing and whatever, but it's like Griffey was everywhere, but it didn't really seem like, I don't know. Did you guys think so? Or Roberto Alomar to 100, or am I wrong about that? I didn't notice it anyway. Pudge blue. Because it seemed like Griffey was everywhere, But I didn't see a lot of Ichiro. And I mean, don't get me wrong, again, it's tough, but I mean, Jesus. Two of the best players ever to play the game. Hard to pick. 2023. Spino blue. He was the one who made out the best in the whole thing. I mean, between all the festivities, he was doing Jackson Holiday to 2023. He's got all new national TV spots, Griffey, all kinds of stuff. Jordan Walker blue. Yeah, I didn't see Ichiro anywhere. That's what I was surprised about. And certainly, I mean, no reason to put Griffey. I'm not digging on Griffey or anything. I just thought you'd see more of him, but yeah, I didn't see him anywhere. Ichiro Green, numbered 7 of 25 for Seattle. If I can get this other one. All right, Bobby Abreu to 2023. Ken Griffey. Blue. Hey, no, he might stay at the Angels. It's possible. Look, I mean, honestly, a lot of people were convinced that Trout was going to do everything to come to Philly, and I mean, a lot of people still think he's going to try to come here. But like back when he signed his deal, and then they offered him a lot of money, and he stayed. So look, I don't have anything against these guys going for money. I mean, that's what they do. Parada to 500. I've brought this up before, but you know, when Jason Worth was with the Phillies, he came here on as like a Rule 5 pick when he came to this team. He was, on his last legs basically as far as a player went, and got a new life here. Bobby Dewar, and won a World Series and became a great player. Was an all-star, this, that, whatever. And the first chance he had to get a new contract, he left. He went to Washington. They gave him $105 million. And people here were so pissed. They were really, really pissed when he left. Like, how dare he do that to us? Because the guy was barely in baseball when he got here. He was lucky he was still playing. And, he worked himself into a $100 million contract. I'd go too, And if the Phillies wanted him so bad, they'd have given him that money, Yeah, well, look, that's true. I mean, Griffey is more my age, Gary Sheffield at 123. I was just surprised. I thought you'd see more of Ichiro too, because Griffey was a little bit older. I mean, you're talking about 10 years before, but I don't know. I guess it's all about going after the right demographic with the right money and so on and so forth. Yeah, I know. Well, I think, yeah, I agree with you. I never really understood why people were so upset about that either. But, they felt like they were betrayed by him leaving, and maybe it's because they gave him a second chance or whatever. But look, the guy barely was still in baseball. He was lucky to get picked up. He got put in a favorable situation where he succeeded and worked himself into $100 million contract. Man, go for it. Go get it. That's what I would do. And people in Philly can be pissed, but you can be like, look, dude, I help you win a World Series. Get over it. Somebody was just talking. I just heard someone talking recently about how Atlanta is so good at getting the young guys to sign these contracts that save them a ton of money. How Albie's signed for what, like 90 million for 10 years or something like that. I don't know exactly the terms. I'm, throwing a number out there, but I know it's pretty ridiculous. Eddie Murray to 149. And Acuna too. And they were saying, well, with Acuna's contract, because he signed so young, like he'll be a free agent when he's like 31 again or something like that. So he'll get another bite at the apple, but and don't get me wrong, a guy who comes from where he comes from, this and that, $100 million, $100 million, a lot of money. But, you wonder how much did he leave on the table by signing that deal, So I don't think Soto or Otani are going to leave $1 on the table. They don't need to. Parada to 500. James Woods. Yeah, man, people were pissed at Utley when he went to L.A. Oh, it's different though. Sports are different nowadays. There's guys you love, and there are guys who are beloved to cities because of championships they won, games they won, careers they had, this and that. But nobody stays in the same place anymore. It just is. If you don't leave to get your money somewhere else, they'll just get rid of you anyway. Eventually, Austin Wells Blue. It's just about money. Yeah, I know. But damn the Braves for pulling that crap off. We tried to do that in Philadelphia and we got burnt big time. What's his name? Kingery, right? Oh, he's going to be the next great second base. We're going to sign him 10-year, $52 million. I think the guy forgot how to play baseball the very next day. I don't know, Robert, if you saw tonight. So Machado, oh, look at this. Little 101 plate for Nicky Yorkie in Boston. For Brian. You got to love a nice plate every once in a while. I don't know if, Robert, when you were watching the game, did you see how, Machado hit his 300th today? And they had the active home run leaders list that they put up, which, Miggy is winning. I mean, this is last year, but he's at like 508 or something like that. And Stan was on there, or Trout was on there. I forget who all was on there, but the one that was interesting was Robinson Cano is still on there. And they said that the reason he's still up there is because he hasn't retired because so many teams owe him so much money. He's getting paid like $25 million a year to not play baseball anymore. It's crazy. Larry Walker, pennants for Colorado. Sheffield at 2023. Pete Rose. Yeah, but they gave him what, like $52 million or whatever it was? That guy, he robbed the Phillies blind for that money. He might as well put on a ski mask and got a gun. Perez to 2023. Yoshida Blue. Orbelis Martinez to 999. And Yoshida Independence. Randy Johnson Blue. Chris, you still out there? Pedro Martinez to 313. Dylan Lesko Blue. Yeah. He never amounted to shit. Jackson Jobe Liberty. Nick Gonzalez to 2023. Dominguez. And number to 35, working the rainbow, Connor Norby again for Baltimore. Chris or John, are either of you guys still out there? For Adam. Everybody abandoned me in my time of need. All right, Vladdy Blue. Oscar Colas to 149. Ricky Henderson to 2023. Carter blue. Guys, give me 1 sec. I gotta put a note up in the other break. Okay. Sorry about that. All my moderators are gone. Dom DiMaggio to 393. Ichiro blue. If anybody's showing up for the tribute break, we're running about 10 minutes late. Just finishing this break, and then we'll be over there for that one. Oh, Larry Doby, blue. Dave Winfield to 2023. Randy Johnson, blue. Wade Boggs to 999. Vladdy Daddy to 2023. Griffey blue. Chris L, what's up, buddy? Keep him calm over there in the tribute room. Let him know we'll be about 10 minutes late. I put up a note, but you know, if anyone's getting hype. Mick Abel to 100 for the Phils. Trevor Hoffman blue. Just got a couple packs left. A quick hit recap. Alrighty. Harmon Killebrew to 2023. Jason Dominguez blue. Grayson Greer Rodriguez. Grayson Rodriguez for Baltimore. Relic. Yoshida to 2023. Manzarno blue. Last pack. Oh, dude, that thing was awesome, Chris. I'm sorry. I thought I wrote you back. Dude, that thing was awesome. I'm wholly jealous. That thing was so cool. I love stuff like that. Jack Leiter, 349. Enos Slaughter, Independence. Paul Molitor, blue. And that will do it. Alrighty, folks. I want to thank everyone, as always, for joining us. I do truly appreciate it. Could not do this without you. On your way out tonight, please hit that like and subscribe, and go visit our website, chesssportscards.com. Like I said earlier, if you register for a account over there, we have a free break coming up at the beginning of August. You will be automatically put into the random for that free break. So, and hey, while you're there, pick up a spot. Check out the site, see what you think, all that kind of fun stuff. We do have a couple more breaks coming tonight. If you're not in those, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. We're going to do a quick hit recap because we're running behind. And then we can get out of here. All right, numbered parallels. I'm not going to go through them all. There's just too many. I have to abbreviate this a little bit, but they will all be sleeved and top loaded. We'll take care of those. Some of the lower number ones I pulled out up here. We did have the 1/1 Nick Yorkie plate. We had the ultra rare Hitman Craig Biggio. We had an Ichiro to 25 and a Larry Walker to 25. Relics, Jordan Lawler for Arizona, Mayer for Boston, Rivera for the Yankees, and Rodriguez for Baltimore. And then autographs, Zach Veen for Colorado. Carson Williams to 99 for Tampa. Connor Norby to 35. Colson Montgomery to 99. Another Connor Norby that time to 15. Timur Johnson not numbered. And the A.J. Smith Shawver Photon. I'm not 100% sure of this, but it's not numbered, but it's like a short print Photon something or other. But very cool looking card. So anyway, all right, folks. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. If you are not in any more breaks tonight, come and see us tomorrow. We'll have breaks then too. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye.